Hey, this is Terry, and you're listening to episode 273.
Welcome to TerryWilson3.com.
Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you got to be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Get ready to discover, develop, and monetize your skills and talents with Terry Wilson.
Thank you, Christopher B. This is Terry Wilson with TerryWilson3.com, and I just dropped my pen. Thank you so much for tuning in. Listen, if you want to follow us on iTunes, that way every time we publish a podcast, you're alerted through your iTunes. You can go over to TerryWilson3.com/iTunes, and that way you'll get a push notification to your podcasting app there on iTunes. Would love to get feedback from you. If you're finding any value in our show, would love to hear from you, comments or anything like that through iTunes. Also, I love social media, and you can connect with me on LinkedIn. You can connect with me on Facebook, on Twitter. Would love to have talks with you there on those platforms as well. My Facebook is easy to connect with me. Just go to TerryWilson3.com/Facebook. That's TerryWilson3.com/Facebook. And you can check me out there. We've got a new sponsor to the show and a new promotion that we're doing with Chick-fil-A. We, Southern evangelicals here in the Southeast love Chick-fil-A. Fried chicken and football, you don't have to sell us too hard on that. And you can get up to $100 in free Chick-fil-A giveaways just by filling out some surveys and stuff for this promo company that we're working with. If you'd like $100 worth of free Chick-fil-A, go over to TerryWilson3.com/Chick-fil-A. That's TerryWilson3.com/Chick-fil-A, and that's spelled CHICKFILET. Chick-fil-A. Also, if you are paying too high of premiums on your health insurance, check out TerryWilson3.com/health. They got health plans starting as low as $89 per month with absolutely no deductible. They got plans on the exchange and off the exchange to help you out with that. And if you're looking for an hourly salary opportunity or becoming an entrepreneur, either way, we can help you in any facet of a professional life you're looking for. If you're unemployed and need an hourly or salary job right now, go to TerryWilson3.com/apply. We can try to help you get on with one of our vendors that are paying hourly and salary opportunities in your area. We've got some that will pay up to $40 an hour. So if you're looking for work, go to TerryWilson3.com/apply. Of course, we're going to also offer you some entrepreneurial opportunities. We are big on becoming an entrepreneur. I truly believe you're not going to make what you're ever worth until you are working for yourself. So, but sometimes that's not the right time. Now is not the right time, but later on it might be. So you can go over to TerryWilson3.com/apply and see all the opportunities we have. What you're looking at in front of you folks here, for those who are looking on the podcast on my website and are actually seeing the video or seeing it on YouTube, is a crazy man. And let me explain why. In about 2 days, we leave out for Florida, and we're supposed to be taking a Caribbean cruise with the Royal Caribbean Oasis fleet. And, I don't know if you've seen the news, but Hurricane Irma is chugging through right now, if that's the word, chugging through, I should say, through the Caribbean right now. I don't know what the conditions are going to be when we get down there. I'm hoping and praying it takes a turn somewhere and it sort of gets out of our path, because we definitely want to do the cruise, but we want to be safe as well. So by the time a lot of you are seeing or hearing this podcast, I hopefully am safe somewhere out in the Caribbean Sea and not being on 40 and 50 foot swells. I do not want to be on a cruise ship going up and down on those type of swells, but we'll see. But listen, if you like taking trips like that, if you like going on vacations and taking airline flights and booking hotels and want to save a ton of money, you can save up to 50% off right now by going to TerryWilson3.com/booking. That's TerryWilson3.com/booking for your next hotel, car rental, flight, or anything like that. Go to TerryWilson3.com/booking and they will save you money. Today, I want to talk to you about growing passive income with email marketing. So many people don't really understand email marketing. They've tried it and maybe you've had some success, no success. And the biggest deterrent that people have with marketing via email is list building. List building seems to be the most difficult thing for people that are just starting out because, quite frankly, if you don't have a list, you don't have anyone to market to. And you can go out and get these data scrapers and just start scraping information, but that a lot of times that's old information that you got off the web and the internet, so you have these high bounce rates. A lot of times those emails have been so marketed to that you're going to be blacklisted if you even send them an email. I mean, there's all kinds of problems with marketing to scraped emails. And the other thing is, unless you have a software like we have at TW3, you can't take a purchased or scraped list and upload it in Constant Contact or MailChimp or GetResponse or GVO or CK Marketing or one of these vendors. But we've got some strategies. I want to break it down to you today, how you can, really make a lot of money and passive money. One of the ways I'm able to go out on vacation and enjoy, time off and do these things is I have this passive income coming in. It's not contingent upon me being here at the office or doing a podcast that day or doing a webinar or talking to people on the phone, but I've constantly got activity going on in a passive way. I sold a ton of insurance back when I was in insurance just via email. The first 6 months that I got into online marketing, I did nothing but build my list. And I was looking for specific people. I was looking for people that were self-employed types, the people in the trades, people like real estate agents and contractors and builders and those types, because they have to buy their own insurance. It just made sense. If I could get a list of names, numbers, and email addresses, I could really do well. And that's what I did for the first 6 months. Now you don't even have to. We've got a way, because I've been doing this so long, I can get you an email list pretty darn cheap. As a matter of fact, you can get up to 1,000 emails that are demographically filtered, scrubbed. They're not on the do not call list, and you're going to get their names and their email addresses, and you can specify, I want this age, I want this income, I want it in this zip code, and you can get as many as 1,000 for only like $29. So if you're discouraged right now thinking, oh, I can't do email marketing, I only have a list. Well, one of the things that you can do is just get a filtered, scrubbed list. This isn't some scraped list that's off the internet that it may or may not be a good list. These are current people that have opted in somewhere, and we have permission to grab their information and sell it to people like you that are offering specific things that they would be interested in. So you can get a great list right now by going to terrywilson3.com/email list. So when you're talking about list building, there's two ways: either purchase one like this or get it done organically. Now, I'm going to tell you, you need to do both. If you're not constantly every day creating content on a blog, on a website, on a landing page or somewhere, and then driving traffic to it to capture information, then you're not serious about online marketing. Because as the saying goes, the loot is in the list. If you want to make money in a work from home online marketing business opportunity of any kind, it doesn't matter whether you're selling insurance from home, whether you're selling some peel through a lotion or potion, as I like to say it, you've got to have people to market to. And so one of the first things you have to do is build a list. We provide a purchase list that's fairly accurate. We only have about a 10% bounce rate on our purchase list, whereas scrape lists usually give you 50 and 60%. So for every 1,000 you can buy, you're going to have, just about 900 or more hit the inbox. Okay. But you need to be you need to be driving those lists that you do cold emails to. You need to be driving them to a landing page or an offer or something that they then voluntarily opt in to an organic list, and that's sort of like building your tribe. That's the only reason you purchase a list, is out of a purchase list of 1,000 people, if you can get 20, 30 of them to become, organically attached to you because maybe you're posting blogs, maybe you've got some sort of offer, maybe you've got something and they've opted in to see that information, then that's your warm list. And that's the list that you can keep going back to time and time again. So when it comes to list building, you can buy a list now. It's not like it used to be, because if you go to Fiverr and you go to some of these sites, you can get a scrape list, and there's value in a scrape list, but they've got huge bounce rates. And a lot of times the quality is not there. Okay. So getting a demographically filtered and scrubbed list is a lot better. If you want to go over to Fiverr and have someone scrape some lists for you, you can get them done pretty cheap, and you can actually get $5 off by going to terrywilson3.com/Fiverr. That's terrywilson3.com/Fiverr. But once you have your list, how do you distribute the list? Okay, what do you do with it? There's 3 things you can do with an email list. They're very powerful. You can cold email. Okay, and I'm going to get into that because a lot of people, it's like, well, Terry, if I buy a list, what am I going to do with it? Because you can't use any of these bulk emailers like MailChimp, GetResponse, GVO, Constant Contact. I'm going to show you what you can do. Warm emails, once you're building your warm email list, you can then use those companies. And once you have an email list, you can actually, a lot of people don't realize this, but you can take that list, load it into an advertisement that you're doing on like Facebook, and target specific Facebook people with that custom list, which is very powerful. Very powerful. So let's talk about cold emailing. What is cold emailing? Cold emailing is emailing people from a list that didn't necessarily opt into your particular list. Okay. So what you're going to do is, they don't know you from anyone. Okay. It's totally legal and totally doable. You're not spamming people unless they opt out, and you keep going back. Okay. Then you start spamming people. But as long as you give them the ability to unsubscribe on your cold email, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and you won't get in trouble. As a TW3 member, we have one of the software pieces we give you access to and training to on how to use is a bulk emailer that will cold email. Okay, what that means is it will you can buy a purchase list. You can have a scrape list. It will go out to that list that you bought that they didn't opt into some form that you created. It will go out. It will give them the unsubscribe. You will get the statistics on it. As a matter of fact, I'll pull it up on my screen right here. And you can see on this particular campaign, for those on the computer screen, you'll see that I did an email statistics campaign, and it was a $2 offer. And what I was doing, I targeted people here in the Southeast, about 10,000 people, a certain income bracket and everything. And I was offering them free Chick-fil-A food, $100 off just for filling out this survey. Okay. I'm getting paid $2 for every person that clicks on this and goes over and opts in. Okay. So out of 10,000 emails, here's what happened. Only about 257 of them clicked. But out of 257 of them, 150 of them actually opted in and took the offer. So do the math. $2 times $150. That's $300 I made. It took 3 days to send this out with my cold emailer, because the way our cold emailer works is this. It will bounce around server from server. Okay, so that it'll send out a few hundred from this server, then a few hundred from this server, and a few hundred from that server. And then if someone gets an email, and nobody likes to be emailed, okay? And I'm not saying, that you're going to have a large majority of people say, "Oh, thank you so much, Terry, for sending me an email that I didn't want." You're not going to get that response. But you're giving them the ability. It's like cold calling on a phone, but you're not having to do it. You're not having to be hung up on. They can hit unsubscribe. They don't get another email from you, but you're only going to get about 0.5% of open rate. So to get any, sizable return on that, I got to send 10,000 out just to get 150 clicks and opt-ins. Okay. What did it cost me? Well, once I have my software and I've got my list, because once you buy a list, you got the list, right? And so I can keep going back to those folks. And here's what I'm doing. I'm whittling it down. Everybody that opted in and hit click, I'm putting them in a different list, saying, okay, these people, they will respond to ads like this. So I'm going to constantly send them other ads. So my click rate goes up, up, and up. But with a bulk emailer like that you can get at terrywilson3.com/plus, and you're going to get a whole lot of other software. And just in full disclosure, that's our plus membership package. It's $997, but you get access to this bulk emailer. You get training on how to use it. You get discounts on your email list that you purchase. You don't pay the retail price of $29 or $19.97, whatever it is. For 1,000 emails. Let me just go over and see what it is. It's $29.97 for a filtered scrubbed list. Okay. So you get about a 50% discount as a member. And what happens is you pay $29.97 as a member, but you get 2,000 instead of 1,000. So you're getting it at cost basically. But you'll have that. You'll have access to our email system. And what'll happen is you can then get connected to our referral marketing partners. Okay. And that's what I was using, the Chick-fil-A offer here in the podcast, the Chick-fil-A offer that I just sent out there, passive income. Okay. And who knows what I'll make once, days and weeks go by, because people find it in a spam maybe, and okay, a free offer, and they'll click on it. Then maybe they're out of town right now, so you're going to have that trickle in effect. But what I'm going to do is just recycle the list, send it right back out, and every time I send it out to the same list, I'm gonna get less and less response. But I'm not going to send it out to the people that's already clicked this particular offer. What I'm going to do is take the people that clicked on this offer, put them over in another list, and then send them another offer that they might find value in. But how did this all come about? I knew people in a region of the country that likes this particular offer. I target them. I use language that will resonate with them. Okay. So this is all, here's the thing, guys. A lot of times when you see people like me and other people talk about tools to use, it's just a tool. It's just that if you don't know how to use the tool, you're not going to be that effective. Okay. So there's a logic and a reasoning of how I can get more opens, more clicks. It all goes into who I'm targeting, what I'm offering them, and what I'm saying. Because those are variables that you, the marketer, have to get sharp on. And that's the value of becoming a TW3 member. We give you hours and hours and hours of training, one-on-one coaching. Here's how we've been doing this for 8 years. Here's how other people are doing it. Here's the latest and greatest of what's going on. Here are some offers that you can get connected to that's just not out there on the open market that you can get connected with. So as a cold email list, you send that out. Now, what I typically do is on a lot of offers, I'm going to drive them to a landing page that doesn't necessarily initially go to the offer. For instance, I'll tell people in my bulk emails and a lot of my bulk calls that I go out, I'll say, go to freelifequote.net and get a free life insurance quote. And just for giving us the offer, the opportunity to give you an offer, I'm going to give you a $25 Visa gift card. Okay. Well, when I send them to freelifequote.net, what I'm actually doing is sending them to a landing page that I've created. Okay. They have to opt into that landing page to both be able to get the offer for the quote and get the offer for the Visa gift card. The offer for the life insurance quote, I'm going to get paid, $5, $10, $15, whatever it's running at that time. It's paid me as much as $25, and I'm going to get $1.50 for that Visa gift card offer, which they just fill out a survey to get that gift card. Okay. So I call that the double dip and capture method. You send out an engagement to a targeted list. You have a compelling call to action. They respond to it, and then you get paid. I never sold anything. I'm building my list. And I'm making money on a passive way. That's how these tools work, guys. If you can just get your head wrapped around how, if once you have a list of people that's filtered and scrubbed, and once you have engagement tools that you can reach out and grab them with something compelling, you can build your list, make money, and just rinse, wash, and repeat. So that's the way I use my warm email. Once they come in, they're getting those emails. And then, I use a company called, I use two companies, but the one I promote is CK Marketing. You can go over to terrywilson3.com/email. That's terrywilson3.com/email. That's a software that will do bulk emailing, but it has to be warm email. It has to be opted in emails. Okay. But it's very inexpensive. I mean, I think you can get started for like $20 a month. Okay. And it's a great way. And then once you have these emails, once you have both your cold emails and your warm emails, then you throw them into social media channels and start targeting them on Facebook, which is very powerful. And so once you have a list, and you can build your list either through purchasing one or through organic, and once you have a means that matches a distribution means that matches the type of list, then it's just a matter of monetizing that list. And you can, if you're in insurance and real estate, if you're in some sort of network marketing business, then you might want to be able to recruit people. And there's a ways that you can get lists of people to recruit for work from home opportunities. We do it all the time because we're not MLM, but we do have a work from home business opportunity that we're wanting to recruit people to, so they can use these tools to work from home. And that's how a lot of times we sell our tools. So you can use that list to recruit. You can use that list to give things away, like I'm giving away free food. So I'm giving that. You can use that list to sell things. Maybe you've got an insurance product that you're trying to sell. Maybe you have. I've got a lot of restaurant owners that will buy a list of people in their town. Send out an email, hey, buy one, get one free on wings and pizza tonight at, fill in the blank. And then the final thing that you want to do is you want to constantly maintenance and manage that tribe. Once you have someone that's opted in and become a fan, make sure you're sending out emails at least once, twice a week to stay in contact with them. Let them know what's going on. Give them the news about your business or your product or your service. Constantly making them a fan. Incentivize them to recruit for you. Hey, send someone into my store today, or send someone here and I'll give you fill in the blank. So once you have a list, I'm telling you, the money is in the list. You've got to have a list, and you have to have a way to distribute that list correctly. And that's why people fail at a lot of times marketing in general, but especially email marketing. They don't know how to connect the type of list they have with the type of engagement tool they need to use. And if they have the engagement tool, then, what do they say? What do they do? That's why we put it all together. And if you'd like to get involved and have our complete system, training, marketing, and everything, you can always go over to terrywilson3.com/plus. And we even offer 6 months, no interest, no payments. So you can get the system, learn it, use it, start making money with it, and then pay it off as you make money. So it's a great way to get into our product, our platform, and all of that, and start making money. Hey, listen. Thank you for tuning in today. I hope I'll see you in a couple weeks here, and I'll be posting for you guys that are on our newsletter. I'll be posting pictures and stuff like that of our adventures over in the Caribbean there, and hopefully Hurricane Irma will allow us to have fun and not interrupt too much of our plans there in the Caribbean. But if you need a job, if you need a way to earn money, whether it be hourly, salary, whatever you're looking for, we can help you at terrywilson3.com/apply. And lastly, you've heard me say it many times, earners and learners. Hey, remember, if you want to go to the next level, you have to grow to the next level. And that's why I want to give you a free copy of my new book, You Are Worth More. Go to terrywilson3.com/worthmore now.
Thank you for listening to our show today at terrywilson3.com. If you would like more information on how we can take your money, your business, and your life to the next level, then please visit us online at terrywilson3.com or call 800-673-1728.
Man, it's a great system here. This is good stuff here. I wish I found this company 10 years ago.